Hello and welcome back to the Let's Play of Dragon Quest VIII Journey of the Cursed King, and I am Jay from the GamebustersUK UK team here as your host. We are once again with more post-commentary because we are still looking for treasure, and I'm still showing you if there's any grinding spots, things like that. Though I think we're done with that for now. I think we're mainly just going for treasure and doing recipes as we go. Now, unfortunately, I think this is going to take a little bit longer. I've tried my best to edit out this section of the part. I actually plopped out all together of what I've done so far, at least half of the world, I guess, and then I've got to do the other half of the world. And I'll probably go around sailing because there are some random islands about. I think I have been to all of the islands, or most of them, but I'm just going to probably do it to, just to make sure. And if there is any treasure, I'll show you guys. But we're mainly going to be, we're just going to be on the ground today in this part. We're just going to be riding around proudly on our good friend, the Saber cat right here. So, see, I'm not actually like a big cat version? Okay, that doesn't even make sense. I don't know. I haven't been able to speak English properly for a while, so I think my brain just, I don't know, I think I hit my head or something. I don't know. Usually, I never speak English properly, but everybody knows I speak English. Oh, man. So, yeah, I cut this down the best I could. I'm also trying to show you, mainly where I'm going. Like right now I'm at the beginning of February, which is pretty much the start of the game. So I'm just picking up on old treasure chests that I decided just not to go to, or I just couldn't because some of them are just straight up locked right at the beginning, which is kind of funny because a lot of these early treasure chests are just 700 gold or just a pair of boxer shorts, and it's so you lock the chest for a pair of boxer shorts. I ain't gonna ask who put a pair of boxer shorts in a random treasure chest. Are they dirty or something? I don't know. Why would you lock them away? And why would you lock them out away in a random field like this? I guess someone lost their yeah, speaking of boxer shorts, someone lose their treasure chest or something. I guess that's how they store things in the Dragon Quest world. Mainly, we don't have suitcases. They have treasure chests, Alright, so we just finished another alchemy. We got the Metal King shield. Very nice. So this shield is, I believe, technically the best shield in the game in terms of defense. Defense only. It is purely physical. So if you want the strongest shield in terms of just general physical defense, the Metal King shield is the one thing you want there. To be honest, I don't know if you can make more. I want to say maybe one more possibly. But it's very hard to make another one, so I mean it's up to you. But like I said, it doesn't have any special effects really. It reduces spells I think a little bit, but yeah, there you go, reduces damage from fire and ice space attacks. So it's got that going for, so that's cool. Doesn't have anything else going for it, but it's just a really good shield, really. So I think here I'm debating on who to give it to, and normally if I can do, I'll give defense to Jessica, because bless her, every time I play this game you can tell she's the weakest in health, weakest in defense, so it's she's most likely going to die. So I want to keep her alive, bless her. I want to keep the waifu alive, alright? I try my best. So of course when we don't have really anything going on that I really need to mention, because like I said, we're mainly just going from location to location. Now we're at Jessica's home, which I've already forgotten. Alexandra, there you go. We're at the town of Alexandra, Jessica's home. But when we're all quiet, we've got nothing special to say. I'll try and throw some interesting facts about the game. If I run out, I might just talk about Dragon Quest games in general, because I have not played many Dragon Quest games. Yeah, naturally, because we didn't have many Dragon Quest games years ago. So, like I said before, Dragon Quest VIII is the first Dragon Quest game we ever got over here in the UK, just in Europe in general. Obviously, I say UK because I'm from England. See, a lot of people will say, what does UK stand for? And I literally am it's literally what you think it is. But most people don't think United Kingdom, England. You know, because we originally went with Game Busters, but Game Busters is kind of like a very unlikely name that's not been chosen on YouTube. Yeah, right. You know, Game Busters 1, Game Busters 2, Game Busters 203, maybe 204 hasn't been chosen. You get what I'm saying? So it's like in the end we're just like, yeah, we just put UK at the end because, you know, we're English gamers, we're British gamers from the UK. And YouTube was like, okay, we accept that one. So so there you go. A little insight as to what the UK is. Most people are like, what's the UK? You know, it's like, England, man. I'm British, mate. But no, we don't all talk like London cabbies, as I like to call it. So we are still in the process of going over some monster recruitments, and one of them is indeed a metal slime. Yes, you can encounter a metal slime. You can encounter a liquid metal slime, I believe. I'm not sure about a king slime, metal king slime. I can't remember. But you can a liquid metal slime, but I don't think it's till much later. Unfortunately, I don't think the Quicksilver as it's called, which I kind of like. Nice nickname. I don't think Quicksilver here gives you like 1000 XP like a normal metal slime would, because it's a special encounter. But yeah, I mean, hey, if you want like something that's like got strong defense, as long as it doesn't get a critical, then maybe. But we're not using it. I just thought I'd show it off because I believe Quicksilver is in like multiple locations. You also get a gold coin, and that's really good if you just need money. So yeah, look, 499 defense. So that isn't like max defense. It's not 999 defense, but yeah. So now I believe we are in. Okay, we're where the we're sort of near the Trodain area. Actually, we're where the ship was. We went to go and get the ship. There were some treasure chests that I missed over here that I chose not to. I think it's because I was like not quite leveled, and now I kept getting encounters. Because again, sometimes in this game, encounters can get a little crazy, especially in dungeons. Sometimes you literally get an encounter, you run away, and then literally you start moving, and it's literally an encounter right afterwards, and you're like, excuse me? I hate that. I would admit, I hate that about certain RPGs. It's like, come on, man, at least give me a breather. Like I literally started the animation of moving. I've technically not. I've like lifted, the hero has lifted his foot off the ground, and it's literally another encounter. It's like, come on, what is this nonsense? But somehow I started talking about not a big fan of cats, and then I completely like went off that. But I'm more of a dog person. I don't mind cats, because I think when I say I'm more of a dog person, people think that I don't like cats. That's not true. It just means I prefer dogs over cats, personally. I don't think my dad really likes cats, though. Like, he don't mind dogs, but he doesn't like cats. But I think it's mainly just because they crap everywhere. And, like, my next-door neighbor has a lot of cats, and I don't know if they really do it anymore, but for a good while they kept coming over to here and crapping in our garden, and I think that's where that whole hate towards cats came from my dad. We got another encounter there, but I don't think we're doing it quite there. I think I'm just speeding this up just so you guys have to watch me faff about. But there's another treasure chest up here, and then we'll go and fight that jargon. I think it's a jargon. We got a seed of magic. Cool stuff. So now we're back with recipes. I think this one is one of the best items in my opinion in this game. It's something I would highly recommend if you like to tension up. Because tension up is a new mechanic that I do believe was introduced in this game. I think it was the first one that introduced it. I personally love it. I think it's cool. It's an interesting idea. You know, tensing up basically is like you can power up your next move, whatever it be, whether it be an attack, an offensive spell, or a healing spell. It's really cool that they implemented a sort of thing, you know. It's different, at least as far as I know. I haven't played like, I've played a decent amount of RPGs, but not loads. Normally with me, if I like a series, I'll tend to stick with it. And sometimes occasionally branch out of other series and stuff, you know. So I guess it really just kind of depends on that sort. So yeah, I am doing that. No, am I doing that? No, I'm not actually doing that. Never mind. I think we do that in this part, but I think I'm jumping ahead. I think I'm making the Sorcerer's Ring or the Sorcerer's Stone, which I think it's like heals or something. There's sort of magic. It's been a while, just to let you guys know. I haven't, like, I've had this recorded, but I hadn't done the audio for a good while. And I really need to get back into this game to start recording more footage of this game and stuff. Because, yeah, I have a bad habit of taking on more than I can chew. And, you know, having like several different walkthrough Let's Plays going on at the same time. And live stream on top of that was, yeah, I keep doing that. I have bad habits. You know, there's like so many things I want to do, and then I also think that, oh, you know, if something's not working, like if people aren't watching it, maybe I'll try something else. Then that doesn't work anyway, but if I like it, I'll just keep going. So I do have other recordings for other stuff as well that I've done, so I'm trying to get better at just, you know, kind of sticking to just like one Let's Play for the most part, and streams are just separate. So that's the Potty Dragon. I like the nicknames for these monsters. Clever. Yeah, the jargon. Sorry, dude. Potbelly, Potty Dragon. So is he potty trained? I hope he is. Yeah, we were like really close to Trodame. Because there's actually a chest on the bridge that Yanga's broken that one cutscene way back where he first met the Gov. I love Yankees. Yankees is great. So I'm just showing this off, I believe. That treasure chest over there on the right is also a trick box. I forgot what this is called. It's not a candy box. Is it a candy box? Also, that treasure chest. No, it's a man-eating treasure chest, I think. It's just what it's called. So we're going to fight him because you can actually recruit him if you want, because he's a special encounter. But the treasure chest right next to him is also another man-eating treasure chest. Isn't that what it's called? Yeah, it's man-eating treasure chest. I think there is a candy box and a mimic. I think a candy box is it's like a black treasure chest. It's like the strongest one. A mimic is kind of like the in-between one that spams thwack and stuff, which is, mimics are annoying. I mean, candy boxes are probably the worst because they hit the hardest, and I think they tend to do desperate attacks, which are basically critical hits and stuff. So Jessica rocking the new shield, looking very nice and shiny. I mean, it's made from the strongest metal, which is orichalcum, alongside making the Metal King, type of metal. So you know that it's a trap, because the hero gets off the Saber-tooth cat to get the encounter. I don't know why you need to when I can just, encounter enemies on the Saber-tooth. So I don't, but like, what's the difference? But okay. And just like, yeah, it's a trap. So I believe sometimes, I think they can drop mini medals, or it might be mimics. I could be wrong, but I feel like they can. Depends on the Dragon Quest game, I believe. I think mini medals are like a staple for a lot of Dragon Quest games. I really should go back and try the older games. I hear a lot of good things from like Dragon Quest 4, 5, and things like that. Right, quick edit right there. Forgot I was meant to help out my mum with something. So we are back, and I think I'm just trying to figure out where the treasure chests are. I mean, really, this is what I'm doing. I'm literally just fumbling about, searching for everything myself. So, all right. Well, while we do this, let's have a look at some facts. Now, I believe we've talked about I think I talked about the music, the comparison of the music, I believe, by Koichi Sugiyama, who made the original score in most of the games. So I think I did mention that. Talked about the whole Yang exclusive game, so that was cool. Now I'm not sure if I read this, but I'll just let you guys know in terms of sales. Dragon Quest VIII went on to ship over 3 million copies within its first week, making it the fastest selling Japanese PlayStation 2 title upon release. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but Dragon Quest VIII ended up being the biggest selling game ever in Japan on the PlayStation 2. Yeah, Japan, they love their anime and their Dragon Quest games. And I know that's kind of like why we didn't get anything for a while, because, you know, that was obviously more for the Japanese audience, and, you know, we didn't get too much anime stuff. So, you know, slowly but surely things start to come over, like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Pokemon, you know, became worldwide, and all that type of stuff, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, things like that, and you know, various other stuff. So nowadays it's more like, yeah, a lot of people know about it, and, you know, there's an audience for it. But yeah, no, Japan, they love that stuff. They love that. They 100%, they'll eat that stuff up. Whereas over here, not as many people. Like, I know there are quite a few people that aren't too big in the Dragon Quest, like I am, but they prefer Final Fantasy. And I'm the opposite. I think I prefer Dragon Quest over Final Fantasy, because I've never beaten, the only Final Fantasy game I've beaten is Crisis Core. So, yeah. Oh dear. So now I believe we've gone back to Baccarat, because I think I'm getting some items for whatever the next recipe is most likely going to be, or one of the recipes I'm going to do. So it might be for the ultimate ring, potentially. I'm getting a poison needle right here. And then I believe, if I remember correctly, we go to Argonia afterwards for Tough Guy Tattoo. And I think that's for the tension item. I was mentioning about the whole, if you like tensioning and stuff, there's actually a tension item that we are going to make. And you can make 2. You might be able to make a 3rd one, but it's kind of harder to. But we'll be able to make one right now. And then I don't think you can make a 2nd one until a bit later. Like, pretty much end game. Or it might have been post game. But I want to say it's like end game, so close to that sort of thing. But this item is great. I love it. The only issue I have is working out who to give it to, because obviously they have to use the item in battle, which means they can't charge up themselves. But what it does is it basically increases your entire tension for the whole party by 5. Or by 1 level, I guess you should say, which, gets 5, 20, 50, 100. Speaking of the alchemy pot, anyway, with the recipes and that, it's just finished, so that's perfect timing. Yeah, that's why I'm getting a Tough Guy Tattoo, because you need a Magic Beast hide, you need the Tough Guy Tattoo, and Skull Helm? No, Sun Crown? Is it the Sun Crown? I think the Skull Helm becomes the Sun Crown, I want to say. I think it's the Sun Crown anyway. I think I do it here, so we'll find out. Sorry, the Sorcerer's Ring, not the Sorcerer's Stone. My bad. Everybody knows it's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, not the Philosopher's Stone. Harry Potter? Was it? Yeah, the Sun Ground. There we go. Magic Beast hide. And looking for that Tough Guy Tattoo that we just got. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, Argonia's main place for like the accessories you need. So I do believe you're onto something. Yes, thank you, King Trade. So now we've got that brewing. I'll be able to show you guys at some point Timbrel of Tension when that's done, because that's the name of the item and I love it. It's great. Just being able to increase everyone's level by 5. It's really cool. Which means if you want to do like perhaps like smaller damage, you could just have like someone use Timbrel of Tension and just have the other characters just attack immediately if you don't want to get them up to like 20 or 50 and stuff. So now we're on Perican Key finally say that correctly. And we'll be heading up to the Malabar Abbey region towards the end as well. And just checking around there, because there's a bunch of treasure chests and stuff that I didn't get. Now, there's one treasure chest that I completely forgot here, and I don't know how. Now, I spoke to this guy, because if I think I remember correctly, if you speak to him, he gives you an iron nail. And I do think it is to do with the treasure that Yangus is talking about, but I already got it from him. So, you're about to see in a minute as we transition, because I was like, okay, I'm going to break all the barrels, all the vases, and all that stuff. It was here, right in this closet right here. It's like... what? How did I miss that? I'm not a very good treasure hunter, thief, or whatever, you know. I play all the Sly games. I play all the Zelda games, because Zelda, you know, Link is always taking stuff from people's homes and stuff. God, jeez, how did I miss that? It happens, though. It happens, though. What's in this treasure chest? I don't remember, actually. Ooh, stone axe. Kind of an old axe, though. Ah, yes, we got another encounter. One of the brownies. It's called Mullet and Mallet. Basically a recolor of the purple dudes. A little bit stronger, but I think this guy might be a common or it might be a silver. So you can usually tell how good they are depending on the type of yeah, copper monster type of coin you get. Kind of determines their value. I mean, you can check their stats and stuff as well, so... I'm sorry, letting all these monster guys go. I think we do have another encounter soon, actually. I think it's one of the golems, which we are going to be using, because we are going to be using a team of golems. Trust me, it's really cool. It's really, really cool. Yeah, the bricklayer. I get it. Yeah, the golems in this game, when you recruit them, they have decent health. They're pretty damn strong. They have a chance of using desperate attacks, which again are basically the monster equivalents to criticals. I don't know if it's this one. It might not be this one. I think one of them might attack twice as well. I could be wrong, but when you have all three, magic happens. That's all I will say. But when we get to the monster arena stuff, I will show you. There's a reason why I use the team of golems, because they are great. We got a silver monster coin. So he's on the kind of mid-tier ones. So Brickman. Nice. Another one to the team. Okay, now I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I'll just briefly go over it. So Dragon Quest VIII was released in Japan in the morning of November the 27th in 2004, with a celebration at Starbucks, actually, in Shibuya, Tokyo. Starting at 6:30 AM, Hori and Square Enix president Yoichi Wada both made an appearance at the event, and several of the first buyers in line received a toy slime, so that's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind that. If I mention that, I apologize, but I thought I'd just briefly mention that to you guys there. Now, the game was obviously released in North America. It was released in November the 15th, 2005, but what some of you may or may not have known, because I never got this over here, granted, I don't have the original Dragon Quest VIII, I have the Platinum Hits version, so I don't know if this is the same for Europe, but as far as I know it wasn't. It's actually shipped with a playable Final Fantasy XII demo, which I also have and have not beaten because Crisis Core here and it came. You know, I want to beat Final Fantasy XII because from what I remember, I was enjoying it. I think I just got stuck and then I was just grinding and got really bored because I feel like that happens a lot. Maybe I'm just bad. I don't know. Certain games I can, like, you know, find good ways to grind and I can just go through it and then there you go. I'll beat the next boss or whatever, but like the Final Fantasy games, I feel like I always get stuck somewhere and then I'm just not interested enough to carry on, I guess, you know. I don't know, but I do want to beat Final Fantasy 12 one day because I do remember enjoying it From what I remember, I do like so. Although I think some of the puzzles and dungeons, I don't think I was a huge fan of, but maybe one day. I mean, at this point, I'll probably start again because I have no idea where I'm at in that game, but. So here's a question for you guys, actually. Going back to the whole cat versus dog thing, are you a dog fan or are you cat fan? I mean, you could be both, but are you team dog or team cat? Yeah. I thought my footage died for a second there. I think I messed something up, I'm not too sure. But yeah, you team dog or you team cat? Naturally, I'm team dog, but that doesn't mean I don't like cats. You can like both, but yeah, I'm specifically asking, are you more of a dog fan or a cat fan? So comment down below if you've made it this far. You know what? Put a hashtag made it if you've made it this far, because if you have and you've watched this and you've listened to my rambling, then you sir deserve medal, I guess. You deserve a mini medal. There you go. So we're about to wrap this up, I believe. I don't think there's anything else. I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe I missed the treasure chest, I'm not really sure, but I guess I'll just end the facts of this game by mentioning that this game actually won 1UP.com's, which I feel like I've never heard of. No, actually, no, I think I might have had it. I think I've heard of GameSpy's Best RPG of E3 in 2005. And this was ahead of a runner-up, Kingdom Hearts 2. Now, I will admit, I'm not a fan of Kingdom Hearts at all. And that's mainly just because the game does not interest me. It doesn't appeal to me. I've never been a huge Disney fan, so I think that's a bit of a turn-off. I don't have any problems with them specifically, but yeah, I don't know. I've never been a huge fan, really. I think when I was younger, I might have enjoyed it more, but now I'm like, as I was getting older and stuff, I was like, it was more my sister's thing. She liked Disney and Pixar and animation stuff. Not really for me. You know, and coupled with like Final Fantasy characters, which I don't mind the Final Fantasy characters, but I can't beat Final Fantasy games, so it's like I don't know, nothing's really clicking with me here. You know, and then I hear the story's very confusing and all over the place and a mess, and I'm just like, I hear the gameplay's solid through most of the games, and I do hear 2 might be the best Kingdom Hearts game. I don't know, at the time of this recording, Kingdom Hearts 3 finally got released for fans, and I've been hearing like mixed feelings about the series, and even though they thought it was going to be the end, it seems like there might be a 4th game. I don't know, maybe one day I'll try the Kingdom Hearts game, but for now I'm just kind of like, you know, I'll be honest, it just doesn't appeal to me. And I know it's like, how can I not like Mickey Mouse? And I don't have a problem with like, you know, Mickey Mouse and stuff. I mean, I've played some Mickey Mouse games as platformers, but yeah, I don't know. You'd think the idea of exploring these different Disney worlds would be fun, but I mean, I wouldn't say no to the Toy Story part in Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, Toy Story is one of the few ones I really liked growing up, so, but Frozen can go away. So I don't know, maybe one day I'll give it a try, block out the story. Alright guys, so we've got about 20 seconds left. I'm trying to pad this out, but yeah, I guess stay tuned with more Dragon Quest. I'll put a part up on the right there and a part up on the left there, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Till then, take care. Goodbye.